his son's like 4 years old or something.
Yo, what the?
3, 2, 1.
And it's go time. We're in it, dude.
And I ran so far away.
Afghanistan.
And I ran. The Ayatollah's dead.
Flock of Tomahawk missiles, you know? Talk about a big old whoopsie. Yo, dude,
I walk along the rubble roads. I remember when there used to be stuff here before it all got bombed. Anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah. No, no, I was just saying. Are you signing up or are you drafting up? You gonna sign up or draft up?
I'm gonna be a conscientious objector, dude. I'm gonna be working med. I'm gonna be a med guy.
So you're gonna be the guy running around the battlefield going, "Oh, dude, I didn't know it'd be this many kids."
Yeah,
like, yeah, brother, that's the war we're fighting.
We're
now.
not treating the kids. Get out of here.
You're not treating the kids.
The only people we're treating are the guys we're gonna send back out there. It'll be like,
brother, and I'm gonna get some boo-boos.
I'm just gonna give them like a couple airbornes and be like, all right, back on your feet. Come on, soldier.
Yeah, dude, get back out there.
Take some Robitussin and fight again.
You're talking about a well-paying government job, 3 hots and a cot.
Yep.
Medical, dental. Yeah. You know, a war you didn't want to fight for a pedophile you didn't vote for, but you know.
Well, and if I come back alive, I can go to college. So.
Benjamin Netanyahu. You hear that? Silly goose couldn't land in his own country, so he had to head on up to Berlin.
You remember when Kanye went on Alex Jones and he did the Net and Yoo-Hoo bit?
Yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu.
In retrospect, I don't know why we gave him so much shit about that. That was fine.
Honestly, yeah, Kanye, black skinhead, was a tell.
Yeah,
great song, also
great
a tell.
Song. Yeah,
and if we're gonna damn Kanye for, let's be honest, a sick beat with some questionable lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, Benjamin Netanyahu was kind of nuts.
That's the thing is like Kanye said he loved Hitler, which is problematic. I don't support.
Yeah, it's a tough sell.
I don't support loving Hitler. I would say Netanyahu one-upped him by being Hitler. You know, so it's like we're gonna. Who's worse, the guy who loves Hitler, or the guy who literally is him? You know, I don't know. Chat, answer in the chat.
Yeah, just
let us know.
Just really grab the javelin, or I'm sorry, the Holocaust baton and ran with it. It's like, oh, all right, live long enough to become the villain. Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah. Either die in genocide or live long enough to commit one.
Yeah, that's a tough look.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting a petition to change the prime minister's name to Benny Whoopsie Daisies. Benny Whoopsie Daisies.
Do we think we'd be more cool with Israelis if they talked like New York Jews? Like if they all sounded like Woody Allen? Would that be...
I'm going to put my hand on your chest proverbially right here, pal. I am cool with big-tittied IDF Israelis.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I could get more cool with them. And if they sounded like that, I think I'd be quite turned off.
Big titty lady who's just like, oh, do you want to join the army?
Honestly, that is now that we're talking about it. You ever been flirted on by like a big tittied hot Israeli, and then they do start talking? They got 2 modes. They either sound like H3H3's wife, like just blasting gear and like very like guttural, deep eye lift man voice.
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh God, no. Oh God, no. All the cottage cheese is sold out, Harold.
I haven't been flirted on by a big titty Israeli, but I've been flirted on by allies to the cause. You know.
See, I don't know, man. There's probably some tight Iranian milfs out there that I'm like, oh, dude. Get them on the TikToks, and suddenly it's like, brother, draft me, send me, I can save her.
I know for a fact there's some tight Iranian milfs. I mean,
yeah, that could be the name of the podcast.
I think
TIM, dude.
The weird, I think this sort of uncanny thing with Israelis, it's similar to South African people where it's like they're white.
They're evil on paper, but
Yes,
some
yes.
of them are okay.
It is literally an apartheid state, but it's also that they're white people that are talking like they're from the place that they colonized, and that's alarming to me, you know? Because, like, Jewish people don't sound like that. They don't sound like Israelis. Israelis are just... They're just LARPing in like a Middle Eastern accent, and that's what I find to be weird.
I don't know, man. Israelis are distinctly that we got tons of Arab buddies that don't sound Israeli. Israeli's it's because it's like a guttural Yiddish English. It's a wild. Whenever I go, what the fuck is that accent? And they're like, I can't place it. And then I go, it's an Israeli guy. It's always some counterterrorism guy that's just like, talking about breaching and clearing. I'm like, this is really good information, but what part of Louisiana is this guy from? I go, nope, no, he's from the West Bank. Shit.
There's this like
and then I got to go, he's not actually from the West Bank. He lives there now.
From.
Yeah, dude, brother. They're not from.
More like two.
Yeah.
To the West
can't
Bank.
imagine. There must have been like one or two Jews living in Palestine back in the day, like real hard up, like just getting fucking picked on.
Yeah.
Imagine that come up. If you're just living in a country where you're like the minority, and then just a boatload of your brothers show up and be like, brother, it's about to get fucking sick for you guys.
Yeah.
No. So say, we're going to get you one of those cool houses and some guns and some land. You want some more of this land? We're going to give you all this land, pal.
It's kind of like, like the nerdy kid who finally shoots up the school, right? Except they've been mid-school shooting for 60 years.
Dog, Israel's just like, yo, don't come to the Middle East tomorrow. Benjamin Netanyahu's just telling China and Russia not to come to the Middle East tomorrow. And America and the U.S. just show up wearing combat boots. And unfortunately, this joke turns too real when you realize that a school full of children was...
Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoops. Whoops.
Dude, I saw Trump talking on the news today being like, plenty of countries have Tomahawk missiles. I'm like, brother, no, they don't. No, they don't. And if they do, we sold them to them, and there's no way they have the guidance chips that we use. Which, by the way, Raytheon, yikes. maybe put a check for school chip before.
Yeah, this is a real new low for Raytheon, unfortunately.
I don't know who makes you. Come on now, but I appreciate it. But somebody was telling me it's like, it's because the firing solutions were made up by AI and old information, and so the building that the school was like maybe an old terrorist like training center. And I'm like, hey, man, like maybe before we go fucking wholesale launching shit, like maybe just double check the targets.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were taking a dump, right, and somebody broke into the apartment and you were shitting and you were scared and you take your gun out of your waistline going, and then you shot through the door because somebody broke into the apartment and you were scared for your life taking a shit. And you shot from the toilet and killed that person. If it was me or Jim, your roommates, and you shot us through the door, they'd be like, "Oh, brother, sorry, you had to check your target. You're going to prison now."
Yeah.
But it turns out if you just do it from a missile boat and launch it at a school, you don't got to check that target twice.
You got to do it downwards. You can't do it laterally. That's the issue.
It's got to go. You got to shoot down.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair. If you fired a couple of desk pops off down.
Listen, they don't put school signs on top of the fucking building. How are they going to know?
That's
true. They see
That's
roofs.
True.
Roofs are indistinguishable.
Mm-hmm.
You know who else uses roofs? Terrorists.
Yeah, and I've been saying it for years, dude. Oh man.
I don't. Who cares? Who cares what happens at this point? It's just.
Well, you're going to be a medic out there, which honestly, being a medic without a gun now, insane of you. But
No, I'm gonna be the real Desmond Doss out there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a double D on the
You're
battlefield.
gonna be on
dude.
a fucking drone, dude. Just fucking mowing people down, being like, huh, I don't get why those guys. I don't get that Ethan Hawke movie. This is actually quite easy, and I get to go home to my own bed and have sex still.
Yeah, I'll be
Pretty-
like, yo,
pretty
this is
sick
just
job.
like Ender's Game.
Suddenly, I get it, guys. I
Guys.
don't feel.
Hey, did Ender also jack off while he was committing genocide through a monitor?
Damn,
That's
dude.
what I'm doing.
That'd be crazy if you were cranking wheeze and also playing with a joystick.
I'm bombing schools with my left hand. Is what I'm doing.
Dude, out of control, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
I don't know. I just wanted to.
We don't got to talk about World War III this whole
'cause
app.
we were talking about the Israeli accent and the Yiddish shit.
Oh yeah.
All that Yiddish bullshit and the
Evil bullfrogs.
Yeah, there's
Yiddish bullshit. That's a good name for the pod.
That's the name of the podcast.
Yiddish bullshit.
Yeah, neither of us are Chinese, and now neither of us are Jewish. But
I
we're
will
just gonna
say because some Colombian fella, when I was visiting my grandson, who's a Colombian Jew, which was kind of crazy.
Did you say grandson?
Godson, whatever. Yeah, what? Who gives a fuck, dude? I might be a grandpa. I don't know. Things have been weird. You know what? Everybody get some of this, huh? You want to get torched? You guys want
Yeah.
to get torched? Because I'm bringing this to the party. I was sitting outside looking at the stars, ripping matches, listening to Sheryl Crow before this, dude. Just having a good night. I was all vibes.
Yeah, things are going real well.
Things are going great, dude. Never been better.
Are you wearing Are you wearing coveralls? Is that a onesie that you're wearing?
No, this is a hoodie, dude. This is a Columbia hoodie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see that.
I got it for free for just. I stood outside for 17 hours outside of the front of the store doing push-ups.
Oh, that's cool.
And somebody working there was like, "Yo, if we give you this off the mannequin, will you go away?" I said, "Not a chance, brother. But I would like that."
Yeah, I've been doing that outside of the Barstool headquarters, and I'm asking for Portnoy.
Yeah, dude.
I
Oh
just start doing
man,
push-ups. Bring me Dave.
Portnoy's making it personal. He came after Izzo, and I was like, "All right, dude. First of
Oh.
all, let a brother
Fuck you,
kick
Dave
somebody in the
Portnoy.
nuts." Also, like Dave Portnoy's out here being like, "Yo, this coach is taking zero credibility for a player who's just fucking going off on some testicles." Which I'm like,
Yeah.
brother, who gives a shit? Couple nut kicks, you know, whatevs. You
Yeah.
are standing for a pedophile genocidist.
Also, he's obsessed with Tom Brady's child's cock, which I don't think we got over.
Whoa.
We got over that
What?
too fast.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was the whole thing. He was all like, Brady's son has a giant cock, and his son's like 4 years old or something.
Yo, what the fuck are you saying at me right now?
This is Dave Portnoy. He's just famously talked about. He opined on the size of Tom Brady's son's penis.
I hate what you're saying right now.
Yeah, but I'd say even worse. He went after Izzo, and that's our boy. So,
Oh, man.
Portnoy bridge is burned. Tell you what, I'm not going on that pizza show now, buddy.
Whoa, dude. Whoa. What?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
brought what? Apropos of what, dude?
I don't really because he's from Boston, But
Oh, right. Never mind. Now I get it. Those New Englanders are always talking about their son's wangs.
those New Englanders get weird about Brady. They just get weird about him. And
Yeah, well, I mean, like the whole kissing on the mouth thing, weird. But I knew some families growing up where I was like, so that's how it is in their family.
Yeah.
But to opine over Tom Brady's son's wang, was it? It had to be a bit, right? Everything he says, I have to give him the guise of humor.
I don't know. I think he wants to suck child penis. I think that's what Dave Portnoy wants to do. And I'm saying that. We'll stamp it. Quote me. That's what I said.
It's gonna be hey, brother. It's a tough hill to follow you up on because I'm still thinking about applying to work there someday. But you know what? If he did say that, I got to tell you, boss man, that's a tough look. Future boss man, that is a tough look to be opining.
Dave Portnoy, before he sucks a child penis, is like, 2 sucks because I know the rules.
2 sucks. Everybody knows the rules. Oh God! Everybody download the Best Load app. Oh, brutal.
Yeah, I think.
Never mind. I not often does a riff. That's not even a riff. You just told me something true, and my brain's shutting down.
Yeah. I mean, of all the people that you could employ you know, and you think about all the places you possibly want to work one day, you've got like Dave Portnoy, who's chaotic evil. You got like Lorne Michaels, who's neutral evil. You know, you're gonna work for somebody who's evil, but what's the best style
Lorne
of
Michaels
evil?
is. You don't think he's lawful evil?
Oh yeah, he's lawful evil.
Yeah,
you're right.
I think Lorne Michaels is lawful evil.
Certainly, yeah.
Neutral evil would be like anybody that books like a top tier comedy club. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Adam
like,
Egget.
Adam Egget, neutral evil. For
That's
sure.
neutral evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Adam Egget.
Famously,
Neutral evil.
Friend of the show. Yeah, don't go to the mothership tomorrow. Intergalactic Davids. Yeah, goddamn. Dude, I don't know. I want to work at Barstool because they pay well and they have benefits, and it might be nice to have a regular job. But here's the other thing, brother.
It'd be nice to talk to Hannah. Nice to get a couple
All
words
right,
with Hannah.
you know what? I'll put in a good word for you, champ.
Thanks, buddy. Please do.
Yeah, if I
Show
get
some
employed.
pics. I'll send you
What?
some good pics. I'll send you some good pics of myself that you should show her.
Okay.
Don't show her any without my permission. They got to be.
I'm going to
approved by
show
me.
her pictures of panda bears and be like, this is my roommate. And honestly, she's so dense and lovable. She'd be like, no way, you live with a panda bear? I'd be like, yes,
Yeah.
actually, I do. He's on loan from China. And his name's Johnny. And he loves Portillo's.
Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm on loan from China. I love Portillo's. Ladies.
There's the soundbite. Thanks, pal. Needed one. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
But no, I don't know. I'm probably not going to get there. But here's the thing. It's a total I'm rich bitch maneuver, even though I'm not rich bitch. I wouldn't care if I didn't get the job. I'd be like, whatever. I didn't have it anyway, you know? Like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you just have to. You know, it's similar to how I feel about like the Austin comics that work the mothership, where I'm like, it sucks that like, you know, it's like, yeah, you got a good gig, you're good, you're talented people. It just sucks that like the face of the operation is like an insane maniac, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's gotta be tough. And it's like if you're a CEO,
Hang on, wait, are
CEOs
you coming at Rogies right now?
a little bit,
Bro.
not too much. I just stopped.
What are
stopped
you
coming
trying to go
Rogies.
for the you trying to go for the Rushmore of offending our bosses? We got Portnoy's our boss. Joe Rogan's our boss.
Yeah.
Lorne Michaels our boss.
Adam Egget.
Adam Egget. Well, no, Adam Eget's
But
under
Adam
the...
Eget's boss is Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
that's you can't have two bosses. Like
Yeah.
you can, but that'd be like a boss's boss, and then I'd be like, well,
Right.
you're not my boss when he's in the room. That you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they go, no, I'm still your boss. And then I go, no, you're not my boss right now. Your boss is in the room. That's the boss right now.
That was, you remember when that sex pervert Tyler Fisher got kicked out of the mothership? And
Yeah, dude. I love that he like allegedly would just like pace around like the
yeah, he would
front.
hang out after the show, just try to like
Yeah.
talk to women that had seen the show and be like,
That sucks, dude.
no, yeah, it does.
We've
suck.
talk
It's-
about that before. Anyways, yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
it's
go ahead,
disappointing
go ahead.
behavior from him for sure. From the star of Lady Ballers, and but he, I saw him talking about it, and it was all like, the title of the video was like Tyler Fisher like unmasks what's really happening in Austin. And it was him,
I've seen that.
and
yeah.
we talked about this.
Dude,
that it
they're
was him
all
saying-
woke. They're like
they're all woke.
Yeah.
Woke took over, which is not true. You and I have been there. Not true at all. And the best part is he says
No.
the real booker of that club is like a blue-haired commie. And
Yeah, that's insane.
if
He's,
he's
talking about Egget.
Adam Egget,
He's talking about Egget.
that's
for
the
sure.
dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, I had that black guy who checked me in and be like, "You're the Jew, right?" I was like, "What?" No. He's like, "Let me guess your name." And he found the like Jewish name and pointed. He's like, "You're the only one. You gotta be the only one. And then I was like, no, but let me guess your name. And then I went Blackie No, I'm just kidding. But it's fucking.
What
I
was the
couldn't
Jew
believe.
name? Like Schmally
I don't know,
Leibowitz?
Shlomo McJewbag. I don't know, dude. It was like, to be fair,
Yeah.
it was on paper one of the most Jewish names I've ever seen. So I was
Sure.
like, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get that I had my Jew fro going at the time. But I was like, yeah, no, classic racism's alive and well. And I was
funny
like
thing
so
is-
tired and over it that it like didn't land. And
Yeah.
if I have zero rapport with you and you're trying to pull like that like power move riff bit, I'm like, what are you doing?
What do you think it says about you that everyone who mistakes you for a Jew is people who don't like Jews?
I don't know. It's very telling of them. And then I have that bit about how weird it is to like, you got to be. I'm like, well, I'm not Jewish, but that's also not the correct response right now.
Right,
Which-
right.
Like, I don't know, man. It's weird. Also, I was going to tell you before, the Colombian Jewish dude I was talking about, he did look at me and he's like, oh, if you're like part Eastern European and you don't know, he's like, you could be. He's like, you look like you got some Jew in you. I was like, yeah. And then I spit in his mouth, and he did a quick 23andMe, and he's like, oh, yeah, you're a little bit Jewish.
It's a little bit like when John McCain was running for president. That lady was like, I don't trust Obama. He's an Arab. And John
Yeah.
McCain went, no,
No.
he's a good man.
No, he's a good man. He's a Christian.
Yeah.
He loves America. And she
He's
goes,
not an
no,
Arab.
I've heard
he's a good man.
He's an Arab Muslim. He's like, no, ma'am, you're not correct there. Yeah, that was kind of wild.
Like he didn't, but once again, like he did the wrong answer.
Yeah.
He
It's
did
like,
that would have been if you went like, no, I'm not a Jew.
right,
Fuck those
right.
guys.
I do. Well, that is how I am. Like, oh, I'm not. I could never, dude.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm believe me, I'm trying to go on Birthright, man. I'm like, sign me up. Free house, gun, one of them IDF wives. Hell,
Yeah.
I'll even take one with the masculine voice. By the way, are you going masculine voice or are you going cottage cheese is gone bad voice?
Masculine voice.
Yeah, I'd go with the
Yeah.
H3 voice for sure. That's something. If you snuggle with that, like, sure, you might wake up a couple times and go, oh, fucking dude. And then you're like, oh, wait,
H3
no.
voice. Did you ever see? There's a tweet. I don't remember who tweeted it, but somebody. If you look it up, I wish I could credit who tweeted it. But it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. They said when I was growing up watching H3, I didn't know what an Israeli was, so I thought Hilla Klein was just retarded.
Yeah, I think I've seen that before. Yeah. Well, I hate to say it, brother. That is, it'll get you. If you're like, what is that? It's
No,
like,
it's like it sounds. It doesn't sound like you're really talking. It sounds like you're. It sounds like you're doing Nick Shirley voice or something.
Well, it's like that Tommy Wiseau thing. We're like, where's that from? Like,
There's
what
I
the
was going
fuck?
to say there's a hot lady like activist for Israel named Noah Tishby. And that's like she used to be like an actress, and I guess she failed at that. So now she's like an Israel person.
Was she a
And
psyoptress?
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
remember it was like right after like October 7th. She's out with like Eli Roth because Eli Roth is like a big Israel supporter too, and they were like
No
doing
way,
a video
the guy
together.
who played the Bear Jew?
Never believe it.
It's crazy, dude.
And and so what happened basically is like, yeah, she does this video with Eli Roth, and then she's all like, they're like saying, yeah, support Israel, support the IDF, and then she started doing like Yiddish prayer, and it was just like, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, well,
What is that?
Now we're flirting with a little bit of racism there, pal, but I got you.
sure, I don't know, I'm just
Yeah.
reporting what I heard from her.
Hey,
I've never
man,
heard.
believe me, if I knew Yiddish, I'd have told you what you said, but I can't translate that.
I'm like, can we just do a couple Hail Marys instead? That sounds more
Yeah.
like a prayer.
Dog, I will say, some friends of the show, and I'll leave them out right now, but just some of our Jewish friends of the show are very much like, dude, this fucking sucks. Like, they went on Birthright, and they're like, didn't join the IDF then
Yeah.
because they didn't want to fight for Netanyahu or Israel, and they're like, now we might get drafted in America and still have to go fight for fucking Netanyahu.
Wherever
in
you go,
Israel.
you have
Like,
to
yeah,
fight for
dude.
Netanyahu.
That sucks, man. That dude be sucking ass.
Yeah. It's interesting. I want to talk about Eli Roth for a second.
Yeah,
Because
circle on
I've
back.
noticed it's this trend where there's like a famous person who has underlings, right? And usually the famous person just shuts up about their politics, and then the underlings are the ones that get really gross about it. Because Quentin Tarantino, there's no Eli Roth without Tarantino, right? Tarantino's the big brother. He took care of him. He gave him a career. Tarantino lives in Tel Aviv. Like, he's certainly a Zionist, but he doesn't say anything about it. He just stays quiet while his less talented friends like Eli Roth go out there and
Is
actually
it right?
stump for it. Yeah, and then
Okay.
if, you could say the same exact thing for like Sandler and Rob Schneider, right? Sandler doesn't talk about his politics. Schneider's his less talented underling who's coming out saying all the stuff that Sandler can't say because Sandler has a career, right?
Sure.
And then Sylvester and Frank Stallone, that's
Right.
it's like so many of these guys, they have like a second guy that's like their id, like all of the evil things that person might think just gets translated to this other mouthpiece that goes out there and says it for him.
Brother, now I'm we'll know when one of us has made it then.
Yeah. Who's going to be Frank? Who's going to be Sly?
Yeah. One of us is going to stop talking about this shit on the pod.
I think it depends on who gets Barstool first, brother.
Yeah, dude. Well, if we go in there, I'd be like, listen, there's a guy that wants a job here, but it is to terrorize that lady over there because she's got some cannons, and he wants to say hi.
Yeah, she seems nice.
You should apply for a Make-A-Wish, dude. We put a bucket on your head, make it look like you got a couple weeks left to live, and then just be like, he really wants to be on that short podcast with that Barstool lady.
Yeah. Anyway, that sounds like a cool idea.
Well, yeah, dude. Sneak in.
I've been looking for her, man. I've been walking around the city, just like waiting to see her show up.
Just walk around the loop, dude. She always posts videos from her apartment, like, oh, I'm just having a day, and it's like one of those mega apartments downtown where I'm like, no, you're not having a day.
Yeah.
Like, your apartment doesn't get so cold that you can't do your laundry.
Well,
you're not having a day.
she'll post on her story like what bar she's in, and it's like this super fancy place with like really tiny martinis, right? And everyone's in like dressed real nice. And it's always like in like a black void, like this sort of Lynchian void.
The bouncers won't let you in. What the?
Yeah,
fuck
I want
to.
Well, it's like it looks too
Hannah's
expensive.
in there. I would like a drink, please.
It's definitely in a part of town where I wouldn't go to. So I'm like, I want to like swipe up on her store and be like, Hannah, come to Keenan O'Reilly's.
Yo,
I
meet
got
me
you.
at AJ's. The guys that are heading to AJ's just start swiping up.
Yeah.
Tell her.
We're
The
going over
guys,
to Hey, Hannah, what do you think about shepherd's pie?
Yo, we're going to Tooley's. We're gonna be down at Tooley's in Southport,
Best shepherd's pie this side of Lakeview. Let me tell you that,
dude. We got to do when I'm back. We got to do a neighborhood bar crawl. I've been wanting to do that. I kind of did one with Jim once.
Yeah.
But we were so goddamn drunk by the time we got back to the neighborhood. Because we started off drinking downtown, got fucking hammered at the Billy Goat Tavern. Dude, we like slid off of the train and then got pictures of margaritas at that place. What is it? It's right on Ashland before the gym. You know what I'm talking about? Like Roscoe and Ashland, I think.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah. So we got fucking annihilated there, and then by the time we got to AJ's, I was like, "Brother, I gotta go home." Yeah. But no. I want to do a pub crawl around the neighborhood, and then for obvious reasons, never did it with Mike. So,
let's have a little World's End trip home.
yeah, we'd do that.
Simon Pegg and the World's End type of trip.
Yeah, I will say, I there's only like one or two bars on Southport that I actually don't mind, and then the rest of them I'm like, we're good on that.
I've gone to that one across from the Music Box a couple times because it's convenient, and It's
The
interesting.
Blue Bayou one.
Blue Bayou.
Yeah, dude, that place gave Jim the worst food poisoning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got like a lobster shrimp po' boy, and it fucked him up, dude.
I went there with Will Paik and Eggleston before we saw that midnight screening of Blade, and I got way too many appetizers because I thought everyone was going to eat some, and Will had 0, and Jonah had just like a little bit, and so I was like, I'm not stuffing myself this much before Blade, but I'm also not going to take this. This is one thing that sucks about not taking your car everywhere is you can't just like take your box to your car and if you're doing something.
Yeah.
So like I just kind of, I don't know. I just walked out on a lot of chicken wings, but
Damn.
But here's the weird sort of uncanny thing about Blue Bayou is it's never full. It's like it always feels very empty, but they still play the music too loud.
Yeah,
and it's a weird. It's a weird
they're
thing about
laundering
loud
money.
music when there's not anybody there. You know?
Yeah,
it's a strange vibe.
Off-putting vibe. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bad vibe.
But I'll probably go there 100 more times because it's convenient.
I'll go to the Blue Bayou with you. I didn't get sick when I went there, but
Yeah. I've been buying up a bunch of. I just got a membership for the Music Box. Been buying
rad.
up. Yeah, I bought. Nick Oldershaw and I are going to next month. There's going to be a double like back to back. They're going to screen a movie called Borman and the Devil, which is about the making of Exorcist 2, and then right after that they're showing Exorcist 2, and we're just going to go watch both.
fuck
like,
yeah,
back
a little
to back.
double feature. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
They're doing. Oh, sorry. So this is probably for off the pod, but they're doing a Prison Break series that I think you and we should take a look. They're doing like
the series Prison Break.
no, they're doing like a bunch of movies, a bunch of classic movies about prison breaks.
Gotcha.
So they're showing like Oh Brother Where Art Thou, Stir Crazy with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor,
Yep.
Escape from Alcatraz, A Man Escaped,
Yep.
Escape from New York. So
Are we gonna count The Rock?
oh, that's not on the list. They're not showing it, but
Okay.
that's interesting because they're not really imprisoned there.
No,
Also,
but
they're
there
not
is the
escaping.
scene, but
They're
there
not
is
escaping.
a scene where they do break out of the jail part of it.
Yeah.
And they are kind of trying to get the fuck off the rock.
Really, they're breaking in. That's why they
breaking
need
in,
Connery.
well, both. They break in and break out.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a real nuanced film, John. It's kind of it's not for the weak-minded now that I think about it. Not
Right.
saying you, but obviously a place like the Music Box might not understand The Rock entirely.
That's
So,
true.
yeah.
Losers don't understand The Rock.
Yeah, dude. What are you talking about? If I had to sit there and explain The Rock to a crowd of people like get out of here, dude. Damn, there's something Prison Break. I don't know, something you just said. Had it, lost it, baby.
Have you watched the show Prison Break?
No, no. It's one of those movies or shows where I was like, and then just like, this seems like it's going on too long.
I read like the plot and I was like, it seems like not much. How do you make a show out of this?
Yeah, I don't know, because like I was like, man, they should. It was like, so he commits a crime to get into the same prison with his brother to break him out. I'm like, why didn't he just go to law school and then prove that his brother didn't do it? That seems like way the fuck more efficient.
Yeah, I mean,
But
because
I don't
clearly it led to an entire television show's worth of adventures.
Was it on
But-
USA? USA will have crazy TV
Yeah,
shows.
it's probably
where-
one of those networks. There's a whole
here's
other
the thing,
world
Burn
out there.
Notice rips. That's a show I never go out of my way for, but when it's on, I'm like, get a load of this.
Bruce
Yeah.
Campbell.
Bruce
So
Campbell.
Great show. Bruce Campbell. Prayers for Bruce Campbell. Currently
Praise for Bruce Campbell.
currently
God,
dealing with
something you said
inoperable cancer.
jogged my. Yeah, I heard about that, but he's gonna fight it. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Had it something. Let me tell you, those operable cancers are no walk in the park either.
That's fair.
Who from downtown, baby? And y'all thought, oh, Lou won't go reference that this week. Yeah.
I was going to say that there was. Did you ever see that movie Escape Plan with Sylvester Stallone and
no,
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
you told me about that. That's on my to watch list.
It's awesome because it's like there should have been a Stallone Schwarzenegger doubleheader movie in 1992. You know,
Right, yeah, it just never
Or-
happened until
or the
they
late
were
80s.
Well,
Like, it
well on.
It should have happened when they're at their peak, and then they waited till like 2013 to finally do a movie. Like
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger was done being governor, and then they did it. And so it's very funny that it finally happened then. And then it's a Prison Break movie, which I think was originally written for John Travolta and Nicolas Cage as like a follow up to Face Off.
Hell yeah. Which
and then
Face
that
Off
didn't
does
happen.
rule.
Yeah. And so then this movie is like the plot is Stallone is a guy whose job it is to test prison security. So he gets arrested, goes to a prison, and then breaks out and then shows them what's wrong with their security and that's how he broke out, right? And then he gets put in like a prison that's impossible to break out of, and then he's got to team up with Schwarzenegger. It's like the best part is like I think at the end of it, it turns out Schwarzenegger's like a terrorist, but he's like a good terrorist, and that's why he was in there.
Oh,
And,
so a long-distance sequel to Collateral Damage.
yeah, collateral damage.
Yeah, what a wild... That came out in 99. What a telling movie.
There was that weird little run right before he was governor. Here's the thing. He announced he was running for governor, and it was all like, I have to do it. The current guy is a total disaster. Like it, because it was a recall election. People forget this. It was a recall. It wasn't a typical election. And
Well, once the governor got in there, it was a retard election.
and one would say it was a total recall election.
Total retard.
But the thing was, if you look at like the 5 or 6 movies Schwarzenegger did before that, like the whole back half of the 90s was like all stuff that nobody remembers. Like it wasn't, he wasn't doing True Lies or anything like that. It was like he was doing like End of Days, Collateral Damage.
Yep.
You know,
Dude, End of Days fucking rips. And that jogged my memory about what I was going to talk about.
Okay.
The Antichrist and the end of the world.
Oh, okay, yeah, Peter Thiel.
No.
Okay.
Everybody talks about the Antichrist being like charismatic and likable, and he's going to trick us all.
That's true.
Nobody likes Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
Maybe Joe Rogan, because Joe Rogan has the same mentality of his golden retriever dog.
All of the guys that
Also,
do,
End of Days does rule. Do you
I
want
like
to talk
End of
about that
Days.
for a second or no?
and the devil in End of Days is a good, charming. It's Gabriel Byrne plays him in that film, so
Yeah.
you know that's who he should be. That's who the Antichrist should be.
I was going to say that or Raul Julia, if he was still alive, if
Yeah.
he turned out to be the Antichrist, I'd be like, fuck, dude. Somebody that's
awesome.
like actually tough to dislike.
Yeah, they've
That-
got to be charismatic.
Well, and like dangerously likable.
Christoph
And,
Waltz.
maybe I don't know, dude. Christoph Waltz had a weird, like, kind of racist take the other day where I was like, "Whoa,
Oh, really?
yeah, like
Are
kind
you
of."
sure you weren't watching a clip from Inglorious Bastards? Or-
No, because he was wearing a T-shirt.
Okay. What do you say?
No, it was when somebody asked about like a black guy playing James Bond. Like, do you remember when that was going around for a while? We're like,
Yeah.
Idris Elba could be James Bond, and then they asked Christoph Waltz about it, and how he answered it was like too German.
What did he
or
say?
too-
Say it in his voice.
I can't really do a good Christoph. He was just, well, he could, but it would have to make sense, because James Bond is an Englishman, and most Englishmen are white, and you're like, whoa, like,
Yeah,
okay. But then he, like, dials it back. He somehow goes both from the character in Inglourious Bastards to the character in Django Unchained. Like, he channeled both energies in his response. I was like, "Ooh, you fucking towed the line there, pal."
I gotta be honest here. I think James Bond should be white as well.
I know, but you're hey, man,
But
you're
listen,
one of the dark.
it's not for racist reasons. It's because James Bond, if you're a real James Bond fan, you understand he's a fascist psychopath. And
Sure.
everything about him needs
A
to
classic
represent
white.
Yes, it's got to be like white culture, that he like white British
Damn,
culture.
dude, this you've done like a double stuffed racist take.
But no, but
It's
I'm
like-
saying it's not racist because I'm saying
Only
the-
white people are psychotic fascists.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that'd be a double racist take.
But I'm saying that's British white culture is being a psychotic fascist.
Well,
like
come on,
you look at the history of it. Like I don't know, it's not the same if you get like Idris Elba playing Bond. Like you gotta have somebody who's like uncanny in their sort of a symbol of Western imperialism.
Here's the thing. I believe in Idris Elba as an actor that he could pull off a Western chauvinist imperialist pig quite well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look at him in 28 Weeks Later, dude. Just channel that energy again.
Oh, yeah, no, he's perfect in that. He's perfect in,
But, no, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I just think James Bond should be white because he just is. To use a Fox News response.
He's white in the Bible.
Yeah, he's white in the Bible, dude.
James Bond's white in the Bible.
He's white there. It's white there.
All right.
Whoa.
He's white wing.
Yeah, dude. There's a white one right there. He's white there. Anyways. So, end of days, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, Antichrist. I don't know. Yeah, I saw some clickbait article was like, is Trump the Antichrist? So I was like, no, move on. Like, no. Like, I think it's just an exhausting take, man. I'm tired of all the religious zealot bullshit going on.
Well, yeah, that's the interesting thing is I feel like I feel crazy sometimes where it's like you look at the guys who are the really powerful evil oligarchs like Trump or Elon Musk or Peter Thiel. None of them are like cool or charming or likable. Maybe with the exception. Like I actually think Trump is sometimes likable.
Trump does have like a charisma, and clearly he's likable enough that half the country liked him and voted for him.
Right.
But it's because he was also like pandering directly to half of the people. Like, but just
he's
saying,
not,
and also some of that
Raul
base
Julia.
Right. Well, I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this. Young buck on the come up who seems like he's trying to please everybody. That Greg Tallarico fella from Texas or whatever. George Tallarico, is that his name?
But he's not suave. That James Tallarico.
James
Tallarico.
Yeah, but I know, but I'm like, but he's like quoting the Bible and he's like trying to be cool and he's just like, yo, live and let live. Like, let's figure this out. I'm like, that would be more of the path of somebody. But he's still like a dork.
But yeah, you need somebody who's not a dork. You need somebody who's like James Bondish a little bit, like somebody who's suave. And the thing is, Trump is funny and likable sometimes, but he's not suave because he's like a big fat ugly guy
he's an ogre,
talks,
dude,
and he talks stupid, which is funny, and it's sometimes is likable in a different way. But the Antichrist has got to be. Yeah, no, it's like who's a Raul Julia-esque politician or any type of oligarch. None of them are. None of them are cool.
Exactly.
And it's interesting when I see people that are like, you see Mark Zuckerberg like wearing T-shirts and a chain now, but he still talks like an alien. It's like you can't fix that. You can't train somebody in that. It's got to be natural.
No, some charisma is just God given, and the Antichrist is going to have too much.
Yeah.
It's also like one of the telltale signs of the Antichrist coming back would be nobody's actually talking about it. Or
the greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
Right. And it's like, I don't know. And then also all these like Zionist Christians from the like the Bible Belt South that are like, well, if we start Armageddon, then Jesus has to come back. I'm like, no, dude.
Yeah, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Well, yeah, but it's just one of those like, hang on, hold on. You're going to quote on how you can't make God do anything, and you got to serve him all day from the Bible. But then y'all are going to try and force God's hand, be like, we started the apocalypse, so now you have to come. Come on, you said we follow.
You said
we're gaming your book. Dude, I've been Listen, John, I've been Bible maxing, and I think I figured out how to bring Christ back.
Really? You've Christ mogged?
I'm getting ready to Christ mog, and I've been Bible maxing, New Testament maxing for sure. Old Testament is washed, but
Read
Yeah,
the New
dude.
Testament till my cortisol level spiked.
Yeah, dude, I've been bashing myself in the face with the Bible to looks max and Christ max. So there's that going on. But yeah, I don't know, Doug. It's just it's funny that you brought up End of Days and that jogged my memory again because I'm like, oh yeah, that does Antichrist movie. It's also got like the hilarious scene where Arnie's
you think you
like,
fuck with me? You're a fucking choir boy compared to me. A
Yeah,
choir boy.
that, and then dude, no, he's like suicidal at the beginning, but then he
Yeah.
also makes like the breakfast smoothie of all the garbage food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Under Days or End of Days, I think it's like sort of a sleeper. It just wasn't a hit, and I think
Yeah.
it was. I think the reason Schwarzenegger ran for governor is because Schwarzenegger is charismatic, and he does have a good eye for like on like his brand, right?
Yeah.
And I think he saw his brand dwindling, and then that's why he ran for governor. Like, because
So just get it back, baby.
because it was that run of like End of Days, Collateral Damage, Eraser, like these movies that just weren't really big hits for him, and those are the ones that kind of aren't really remembered, right?
And something you bring up all the time is like it was in the day and age of like the schlubby action hero making the come up.
Well,
Where it's
not at the point where when these movies were coming out. I guess it was the schlubby action hero. You're
yeah,
right,
it's
but
like
then
the late '80s was the birth of it, and then like through the '90s, it was definitely Gibson and Bruce Willis like dominated the '90s.
but Schwarzenegger was still doing fine up during that time because
Sure.
Terminator 2 comes out like mid '90s, right?
That's '92.
But then I'm thinking when
I'm talking like '95 to like '05 is like when
yeah,
the like bodybuilding
but then
action hero was like
in '99, The Matrix comes out.
yeah,
And
dude.
Action movies in the early 2000s become more techno kind of shit, and it's not about like big dumb like brawn, right? It's not
Yeah.
about like it's not classic action. It's got to be all like slick and stuff. So then you get The Matrix, and then you get all the Matrix offshoots, right? Like The One with Jet Li, or
Who
you
do
get
you,
like
who do you think wins in a fight? Dutch from Predator or John Wick?
I think John Wick kicks Dutch's ass, but Dutch survives. I think that's
Okay.
what it is. I think it's literally. I think it's the Predator situation. I think.
I here's the thing. I'll get into the technicals with you, but I
Okay.
was also gonna say Dutch. I think Dutch wins that fight because John Wick is kind of like a human predator. Like,
Yeah.
he's like fucking morphing around the place, hopping around.
Well, Dutch is the underdog, and we love to root for an underdog.
For
you know?
sure. Yeah. Well, and then truly, even archetypical in the movie, he's the underdog to the literal predator.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
But okay. I will say, kind of shocked. I thought you were going John Wick. No notes.
I don't know. I just think that's the lazy answer. I guess. Hey, do you remember Script Flip,
Yeah.
dude? So Script
For
Flip.
the listeners that don't know,
For the listeners at home.
if we haven't referenced him in a while, it's a Lansing open micer who is an enigma. Like if Mac Miller didn't make it.
He showed up. He appeared for like a few months and then disappeared. We never heard from him again. But he was, to my knowledge, he was a white Christian rapper who was pivoting to stand up. He did Crunchies a couple times. He did the Unicorn Lounge mic a couple times, the one that Jake and Jim are hosting. And he was incredible. He had bits that were like a third of a bit. Like it would be like the setup to an idea, and then it would end before he got anywhere. And the one bit I always think of is him going like, man, what's the deal with John Wick? Like, he's killing everyone. Like, calm down, man. You're killing everybody.
I think we have talked about this
And then he
exact
just moves
clip.
on.
Yeah, dude.
I don't remember the last time I've laughed that hard. I don't know if I've laughed that hard since that happened.
Well, that's an inadvertent Burkar bit, dude.
Yes, yeah.
It's like if Zach would have wrote that, we would have been like brilliant. but
Yes.
this guy stumbled into a Bakar bit.
But listen, I'm all fair. If you stumble into a Bakar bit, I'm still going to laugh at it like it's
Absolutely.
a Bakar bit.
I'm
Like, I remember
here
sitting
for it.
there at the table, at the comics table, going like, "Are you guys seeing this? This guy
Yeah.
is incredible."
Yeah.
Like, he had a whole bit about meeting Vern Troyer, Mini-Me from.
Yeah. Dude, accidental genius is still genius.
Yeah, the Vern Troyer bit, I never forget because it is the most incomprehensible bit I've ever heard in my life. Because it started with him saying, I saw Vern Troyer, Mini-Me from Austin Powers. And he's like, so I'm at this, like, it was like, he was at like a cider mill or something. He's like, I'm at a cider mill with 2 girls. And already I'm like, all right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Problematic setup. And then he's like, and then suddenly I see this little peanut walking by. I said, it's Vern Troyer. The girls were like, who's Vern Troyer? I said, Mini-Me. And a bunch of people start coming up and they're like, oh, it's Vern Troyer, it's Vern Troyer. And then he just rides his bike off in the distance, never saw him again. And like that was the story. And I think about it all the time because I'm just like, what is the? Because here's the thing. First of all, I think it's a true story because it's the most uneventful story I've ever heard in my entire life. The second thing is that definitely was not Vern Troyer.
No, I was like, there's no way Vern Troyer was at a Michigan cider mill. Like, I can't say for certain, but at the exact same time, I can say for certain.
Which adds another layer of it being funny that Script Flip saw a midget just in the wild and what that's Mini-Me.
And called him a peanut, which incredible.
He calls him a peanut.
Calls him a
And then
peanut,
only
dude.
at the end of the story, the final line of the story, does he establish that this whole time Mini-Me has been on a bike. He's been on a tricycle.
Honestly, that
Like-
that was a Vern Troyer move, so the points for maybe it was true.
Yeah, points.
No other little person would use a scooter.
I miss him, man.
Damn. The last time I saw a Flip script, he really lit my brain up to the word serendipitous because I was just walking out of, I think, Sam's Club with like a pallet full of shit for a salsa parlor show.
Yeah.
And he was walking in. He goes, "Oh, yo, man, I was just thinking about you. You're one of the comics from Crunchies.
Yeah.
It's serendipitous to run into you like this, man." And I was like, "God, fucking."
He's a poet, dude.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna have to look that up, but damn, dude, he's right.
What a happenstance.
Yeah, exactly. Also, he's like one of those Christian rappers that I'm like, he was fucking
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
dude.
No, yeah, he's not one of those.
He was
stupid celibate ones.
lordly for Poon, and maybe still like lordly, but definitely being like, we can go to confession after this load.
Lordly for Poon could have been the name of the podcast, but
Can be the name.
I was
All
talking
names
about-
are available still.
I was talking about Script Flip last night with Nick Earl and a couple other, like, we were just kind of throwing out the old legends, all the names that we remember, and Corey was there. I was crashing at Corey's place, and he lamented the fact that like when he goes to Crunchies now, it doesn't remind him of the heyday. It's not the same as when there was just like the same regular bad open micers that kept coming back, and that you kind of had an affection for them, and it's just you don't see that anymore. Now it's kind of like boring bad open mic comedy, and you're not getting that rush of the.
Well, we did have fucking characters.
We had so many.
There would be
characters.
bad people, but like they were bad on a level where I'm like, nobody can crash this plane like this guy.
They were bad
Like,
on a level where I would stop and watch them. I would
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
I would. I didn't watch the good comics that did that did Crunchies. I would stop
Zach-
and I'd watch these guys.
Zach and I, when we were booking a show, we'd always try to book, like, you got your regulars where you're like, this should be okay. Then we would try to get like 2 really good comics that were like, hopefully they'll do great. And then we would be like, and then every show would be like, all right, we're booking a couple of train wrecks. And you know it was going to be bad, but you're like,
Yeah.
I mean, one, they're kind and they ask for time in the right way, so you can't say no. Which, by the way, a testament to how to get booked. I'm like, you can be really bad, but as long as you're kind,
Yeah,
but
we'll get on something.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, some of the legend. Frank Whipple, I don't know if you guys were around for that, but
Yeah.
that was legendarily bad.
Yeah.
He was the guy who threatened to sue me and then did bits in the bathroom, which now that I think about it, pretty cool.
Pretty awesome.
Pretty
actually.
cool.
It's actually an alpha move.
And then he had his mentally ill or mentally slow boyfriend man like try to headhunt me for pool parties where they're like, there's totally hot girls there and old dudes that want to fuck you. You're like, oh, all right.
I stopped.
Are these
by
hot chicks like cool? They're like, we pay them. Ew.
I stopped by the Tuesday open mic at Lincoln Lodge a couple weeks ago, and it's a fun one because you get to see like.
Are you
that
talking Max's mic?
The one that Max hosts.
Yeah.
It's fun because the majority of people are never people you've ever seen before or will ever see again. It's like a lot of regular people from the town who have decided to try open mic, like try stand-up comedy this one time. And there's a couple people that you know, but mostly not. And
Low-key, that is why that mic rules, though. Because if you hit, you know what, that's off mic stuff. But it's like when you do a spot there, there's always going to be a couple of people that'll never see you again. Yeah. And they are like regular crowd members because of that.
Yeah.
So
these guys, there was like a weird trend that night where like a black guy goes up and was just like, well, first black guy in the lineup. And then like a couple spots later, another black guy goes up and he's like, well, black guy number 2. And I'm that was like a joke to them, but I'm like, eventually you got to like a guy saying black guy number 4, and I'm kind of like, all right, well now what's the joke? Like I think the original joke was like, there's not a lot of black people here, but by the time you're at black guy number 4, it's like, wow, there's a decent amount of black people.
Honestly, if they would have kept it going, the joke would have been like, whoa, too many black guys here? Crazy.
I said because then a guy goes up and starts by saying black guy number 5, and at this point nobody's laughing at all. And I'm sitting right behind Max. I lean forward to Max, and I'm like, Max, I need you to put me on next. And he was like, why? And I'm like, because I'm going to go up on stage and say, black guy number 6. Yeah. And I wanted to so bad.
I
wasn't even going up that night. I was just hanging out.
Oh, man, you should have hit him with the she. Black guy number 6.
There was like a thing where 3 different comics that night like did a thing where they were like, hey, white people. Like, I got to talk to you white people, listen up. This is for the white people. And they would do like, they'd criticize, they'd shit on white people or whatever. I wanted to go up there and be like, hey, white people, listen up. White people, listen. White people, you're doing great. No notes.
Yeah.
Real good job. Like,
I don't know, dude.
Better than I could have.
I love the Chicago scene, love being part of it. But part of me is... like the scene does seem like progressively locked 4 years in the past, where it's.
I think it really depends on who you.
It does.
I think it's diverse in that way. Some are. Some people are still in 2016.
That's what I was gonna say. Like some rooms and mics are like stuck in the mid 20-teens. I will say other rooms are like. You can definitely like Brooklyn versus Manhattan. And then like Echo Park versus like downtown LA and all shit like that. Yeah. You're right.
Even
every
back
scene has
in Michigan, it was like really like diverse in that way.
Detroit's cool now. You can say whatever, dude. It's been fun. I have been. I will say that the Detroit comedy bar was fun, but
that's good.
Whoa, dude. Whoa.
Oh,
we're having too much fun this ep. We got to get into butt plugs and then mic touches.
Yeah, butt plugs, and we'll do some docking with our mics.
Dock our peens, dude.
This is coming out Thursday the 12th, so that means tomorrow the 13th. You can catch me on Down Low Comedy in St. Charles, Illinois. Which I've heard is a very good show. So
which
you can catch me there. And then I'll get ahead of this. I'll say on Thursday. Oh, sorry. On the 18th, I'll be on Eve Troutman's show, Rad. And then the 19th, Thursday, I will be in Columbus, Ohio, headlining Joel Good's show at Cafe Kerouac. So that's what I got coming up in the short
off
term.
For 40 years and come back to us, dude.
Yeah.
All right. I tentatively, the 19th, will be hosting Roast Battle at Zany's. But I will let everybody know for sure on the 16th. And that is all I have for March right now, gang, because we are trying to get somebody to quit faking it. Get out of bed, you old faker. That's what I've been saying. I show up and go, knock it off. Big old
Knock it
fat,
off.
you fucking fat faker. Touch him.
Stick around.
They tell you, obviously, you shouldn't shake a baby, right? But they were getting upset at me today, and I'm like, he's my dad. I can shake him all I want.
I don't care if he's crying.
Yeah, I was like, babies cry, dude. Like,
Do you ever burp your dad?
no, but brother, he's been burping. I don't need to, dude. Oh,
He's
no,
had some acid reflexes.
He's having some acid reflux for sure. Nah, he's doing all right. He's, like I said, big old faker, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
listen, if you just wanted 40 days off, you could have told us all you wanted a sabbatical. You don't have to do all this nonsense.
Yeah. You know what you got to do is you got to be like, Faker says what?
And he'll go, shut up. I'm in so much shut up. I'll be like, all right, good. It's dude, his tolerance for bad riffs is at an all-time low,
Damn.
which is awesome because it's keeping me honest. Because if
Yeah.
I'm fucking eating it, he'll be like, you're adding to my pain right now and you're my blood. But if I crush it, and there's a couple where I'll hit a homer and he starts to laugh. He goes, oh, God damn you, this hurts even more. I go, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Either way, you're hurting him.
Yeah. Yep. Tomorrow I'm going to dress up as Nurse Cratchit. And then the next day I'm going to dress up as Jack.
Be every character.
Yeah. Just wait until I dress up as Martini. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm going to dress my mom up as Martini. She's always got that Danny DeVito look.
On day 10, you'll be Brad Dourif.
I was going to say, you should show up and be Christopher Lloyd with my mom.
No, I'm going to show up as the Native American guy.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Bust him out, dude.
Yeah, take out the pillow.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, juicy fruit. Oh, man. I did threaten a lobotomy. I don't know. People have been
Did you?
checking in on me. I threatened to lobotomize them. People have been checking in on me. I'm doing fine.
Mm.
You know, thanks, gang. We're just going to blow off some steam. Do a little Rumspringa in Chicago.
Hey, what do you
And,
think we renamed the episode? We renamed the show "One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest."
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. Even more, we will get a following pretty quick, but they're going to be immediately disappointed. It reminds me of like, Brooke Whitehead,
Yeah.
when he started pissing his pants on camera and he was like getting a crazy following. I was like, dude, this is so good for your comedy career. He's like, yeah, actually, no, it's just like a lot of piss fetish dudes. I'm like, oh,
I think
that
it's
sucks.
the funniest,
Dude,
the
it's so-
funniest story in the world.
I know. Sometimes, dog, like, if you get the following, but it's for the wrong reason, that
Yeah.
number means nothing. Because
I have an insane story to tell you, and I got to tell it to you on the Patreon. Yeah,
Okay,
because we cannot
Patreon
talk
story?
about it in the open.
is it
But
about about old Brookie?
No,
No, you know
it's
what?
not
Save
about
it.
Brookie.
All right, I was like,
No.
save it all. I was
right.
like, dude, I love Brooke. Brooke's okay, right?
Yeah, no, but yeah, Brooke's great.
Okay,
I love Brooke.
All
It's
right.
not a Brooke-related story.
Oh, okay. Then it's a piss-related story, and I'm here for it. Hey, Johnny's been naughty, everybody. Come to
What?
the Patreon to hear about the
No.
old piss story.
Get out of here. The couch is clean.
Ew, dude. You been pissing on my couch?
Oh, doesn't matter what I'm doing on the couch. It's clean now. That's what matters.
I want to let you know something. Where's my gun? I want to let you know something. I could say some stuff right now, pal, and I'm choosing not to, dude. I'm choosing
Thank you.
not to.
Yeah, is it the N-word?
No, dude, I wouldn't pull a gun to say that. I'd have a bomb vest on. You imagine that? If
Yeah.
I was going to be a suicide bomber, crazy way to go out. But if I just went, "No," and then clicked it, be like,
Yeah.
what a monster.
Yeah.
Andy blew himself up. That'd be crazy, dude.
Top 10 most problematic bombers.
Dude, if I get to be in the CIA training Chechens to blow themselves up to further America's, I don't know, somehow double spy terrorism network, I'm going to train Chechen dudes, white Chechens, to say the N-word right before they blow themselves up.
Yeah.
You
got it.
know.
You got it.
Be like, guys, it's like it's kind of like Death to America. Like,
We should rename the podcast kind of like Death to America.
whatever the acronym is. At this
Yeah.
point, I think Roach and Ian in the Patreon can start voting for what we should name the pod.
We know what we're going to rename the pod. We're just waiting.
You know what? I've had time. I'm not married to it anymore. You know.
Oh, too late. I am.
I vetoed it. So you know.
No, we can't. It's too late.
Oh, heaven forbid we have to think a little bit more.
No, we're done thinking. I'm not going to think about it anymore.
We gotta think more.
No, we're done. It's
I'm
over.
not doing. It's boring now. I want to do something like tickles and fucks.
No, I don't.
I
We'll
said
fight about this later. We'll fight about this later.
You're fighting about it right now, dude.
Yeah, no, I want to put it on pause because I'm tired.
Okay.
We got to get to the Patreon.
Yeah, we get to the Patreon. Bye,
All right.
everybody. Bye.
Bye, everybody. See you on the Patreon. That is a spicy podcast.
Bunch of slack-jawed rocket puss.